Honorable Al-Hassan Suhuyini where NDC MP ya chese within Juma Edma Tamale North na Al-Hassan Suhuyini Honorable watnase hu se wose bi niam bi ekoso ewo NDC amanyokunum ya chese airtime wose se oye parliamentarian na sa ade ye de wa ya na asa se bi wo ya akura unim de wo ye bi sei na wose ni nyina ne se unim se na nzin abato obekoso parliament bi a eye critical bi a obo se NDC mpanimfo ayeda akotena parliament bi ho no release statement ade ya na party ni nyina ye to aba ko wa wo ye NDC MP ewo parliament no to aba ekwa hawi na party no ehwehwe no Honorable Suhuyini say sa niam no sebi enye emfaso pa bia eni so de ma party ni no MPs na okan sisu pin say wo ye NDC executive say wo ye chairman say wo ye hwan say wo ye organizer or say enye wudwumagi ni say obeba betena parliament and say obetena bontia kuchi parliament as to how woman see endu omunjuma eni be bi kro mo nto ma banko enti to the extent pra say enkanka na esi binketia asem bi besi wo parliament go say ni fugu ni ne batakeri no obi pim wo ho adaya we are coming to make sure the NDC MPs vote according to party lines no say bi enye mudibre ni mudwuma ye to abama am yi mu say mudi party ni enye mudwuma ene say mba mekuchi MPs na wo parliament no say bi wo nkra omunimum nyanso mo adwen enti ne mebi wo ha munja wo no mankasa emfo madwen no munim di indijuma according to Ghana mara na mo nso indijuma as NDC executives because the party ne be win 2024 enye the MP4 ne ye wo parliament wo say e street the mo executives no juma mu di dewu ba mo bo abonten no eno na di victory beba enye mo na mbaba ko chi MP4 na busia sa asemi wo kan yi mmemme wakutie na mema wutie wi a opani a friend say kuku anyido ho etimi akasa afa ho wo chirim say wo yiwa sanse mi wo kan ene ebobaba wo se ne eko na Suhuyini kasa na NDC MPs bi so start kiken eka bi no wutimi say wo say Amagedon etimi ATS party ma HSCC an rebellion na etimi eko because of leadership failure na metimi edu kuku anyido ho de no etimi abro de nkotie Al-Hassan Suhuyini Honorable MP ne nsema a wo kan no
I like the way Uncle Kwesi puts it. And I mean, we had that conversation, a similar conversation on radio the other day. And I'm very, very worried as a party that we tend, in my view, to respond emotionally to things than doing so strategically. You know, and you recall on that radio program I had with you, I said the most popular thing to do is to associate with the messages, for example, that have come in response to what Mr. Pratt is talking about. It's the commonest to do. I mean, it's just to say that, look, fire burn every MP who voted for the ministers to be approved.
How do you know themselves?
You know, that's the easiest thing to do, because once I do that, I will not be suspected as being part of those people, but I may be part of those people. That's what people don't realize. Are you getting the point I'm making? We have made it such that the more you curse the MP, if you are an MP, the more you curse the MPs who betrayed, the more you are isolated from those who possibly betrayed. But if you are somebody who wants to pause and say, wait a minute, this happened. But how did it happen? Why did it happen? How can we prevent it from happening again? Hey, that's not the time for the conversation now. So if you are asking those questions, then it'll be like he's part of those who betrayed. I mean, how can you make progress with that kind of mindset? In my view, I mean, in my tradition, I told that like what is spilled, you can't collect everything, but you must make the effort to collect. But if we are stuck in this thinking that, okay, MPs went to betray, let's witch hunt them, and let's ensure that, you know, those we suspect without evidence are guilty. They must go and lose their, you know, primaries. I don't have a problem. Thank God and thanks to the people of my constituency, I don't have a contest. So I could care less. You know, but I'm worried about that mindset that will make innocent people lose their seats. And Kwesi Pratt is right. Look, some of our party officers will admit that before this vote, I spoke with some of them and I said, the timing and the tax. You know, what strategy is concerned, you look at all of that. Timing and tax. And thank God again, Senna, I'm not, sometimes I deny it, but because of my role in radio and all of that, I tend to have a lot of people who support your agenda. So I don't consider myself a needy MP, by the grace of God. But I know my colleagues. So if I use myself as yardstick, I'll be unfair. And I say that I can't be tempted with money. I'll be unfair because I can't be tempted. But I know the situation that others live in. So when you give them a tax at a time that I know they can be tempted with money, and I draw your attention to it, it's not because I can be tempted with money. So we need a lot of strategy. And I agree with Kwesi Pratt going forward. Look, some people 40,000 Ghana cedis to raise that to 5 was such a big deal. Yes, it doesn't excuse whatever they did, but that is judging them based on your standard and not their standard. You can be wrong with that judgment. And it is condemnable, it's unacceptable that anybody in parliament will sacrifice a party interest, a national interest for that. But people did.
So ebra we pay ena akoko enyi do etime call Twitter ena otimi tweeti openina sama o kan video no na ebra o tweeti ndo twe e kan ho ne o se oyiwa London Bridge is falling down. What I've been saying for years, for which I was called names, is unfolding before our very eyes. The NDC is being destroyed by the bad leadership of John Mahama and Esidu Nketia. MPs are now rebelling. Armageddon. Eno eye kuku enyidu hu ne reaction to eye Suhuyini. Woni odiama NDC executives are watching say obi endi ne limu. Na munya say election be koso of parliament na munyina masasa munkuku ni munkaka begu ase mubekuti MPs no. NDC MPs enkanka no. Suhuyini say sebi saade no. Sebi etwam. Enti NDC mpanimfo enkanka ne Esidu Nketia omunjai. Na MPs ni ndi omujuma. Na afi nso no party nso executives nso omundi omujuma. Na bibia enti menkoso